5:30, a rally appealing to lawmakers.
And today at the State House in Providence, volunteers and activists gathered championing a proposed law designed to protect those hurt by domestic abuse.
Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin is live at the State House with the details, all new at 5:30.
Well, Kelly and Mike, many at the rally today say it's time to move this bill along. They want to push a piece of legislation that would keep guns out of the hands of convicted domestic violence abusers. They call it a life-saving piece of legislation. A room full of red and applause. Supporters of the Protect Rhode Island Families Act making moves inside the State House on Wednesday, pushing a bill that would keep guns out of the hands of convicted domestic violence abusers.
They should not have access to guns.
Supporters say the legislation at hand would protect victims of domestic violence in several ways by prohibiting gun possession by those convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence crimes and abusers currently subject to protective orders. The act would also ensure all domestic abusers turn in their guns when they become prohibited.
The removal of a gun reduces the threat and begins to establish a sense of safety.
According to the organization Everytown for Gun Safety, 54 Rhode Islanders lost their lives as a result of domestic violence between 2006 and 2015. Data says more of those victims were killed with a firearm than by any other means.
We can do better, and we really should. People's lives are at stake.
Those against the bill say it would weaken existing gun laws, restricting the right to keep and bear arms. Attendees argue they don't want to restrict rights, but they do want to prevent deadly results.
We are not trying to take guns away from people who are qualified to have them. We are trying to take guns away from people who should not have them. And if you are a domestic abuser, you shouldn't have them.
And I did reach out to several representatives today who oppose the bill. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Those who support it say they'd like to get this bill before a hearing sometime next week. Reporting live outside the State House, I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.